12th of February, Valentine's special. Hello.
It's nearly Valentine's Day. We're 2 days away from Valentine's Day. And can I just say...
On a Friday night.
Yeah,
Friday night Valentine's.
that's
God,
true.
there's not going to be a restaurant table spare.
If you haven't booked now, you're fucked for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Or you hope to be.
I wanted to be really grumpy about the price of roses. Because in previous years, they have been so damn expensive. And I went to the supermarket and it's like a dozen red roses, almost nothing at all. And
Supermarkets have done that for a few years.
I hadn't realised that, but yeah. I'm very impressed. But I think it's safe to say, Marky, that we are both decidedly single this Valentine's Day.
Well,
unless you,
but no. I mean, the supermarket roses are far less quality superior to the ones you'll get in the.
True, but they only last a week anyway.
In terms of a gesture,
exactly. But it's all about the gesture anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
surely
absolutely. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I've been quite impressed with what they've done. I mean, whether that means the supermarkets have literally pushed the growers down to no money at all,
probably.
And then if you kind of outside the station and you see your flower seller on Valentine's Day evening and you go, oh God, I haven't got any flowers yet, then you might be fucked for price. But
yeah, but that's always the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
If
you leave it to the last
flowers on Christmas Day from the garage, you're going to pay 20 quid for a daffodil, aren't you?
That is very true. So decidedly single for Valentine's Day?
For the next 5, I've decided I'm going
Wow.
I've never been.
I like this shirt, by the
Thank
way.
you, darling.
That's not me flirting.
Charity shop. I can't remember the brand. What's the brand?
Springfield. It says. What's
Springfield.
Is that an actual brand? Homer's offcuts.
I've never been a huge Valentine's going out. I think
it's over expensive, isn't it?
It's a
gimmick.
The gesture is
gimmick.
there. It's wonderful, but I think you can show love and appreciation of somebody without buying 25 quid's worth of roses,
and the rest. I mean, because they always expect something else as well.
They always expect somebody else.
Maybe that was just who I was married to.
Maybe. I think a lot of people on these days, things like Halloween. Valentine's.
Look at my very trendy Maxwell House. You remember Maxwell House?
I think I went out with him.
He was in the Colbys.
He was in the Colbys, yes. Hi, Max. But people have gone, well, Christmas and Easter, so get the money out, spend the money. But on these little day things like Valentine's, Halloween, and I think most people are going, really, we don't need to spend a shed. We don't need suddenly. Get it? It's the same as holidays in the school holidays. The price rockets because more people will be willing to pay it. But the only reason the restaurants, the pubs, the places to eat, the roses, the chocolate, that they're only charging because we're prepared to pay it.
I'm not. Just want to say that now. I'm not.
But as a business model, as long as there's more people willing to than not willing to, they're going to carry on doing
the same for everything.
Yeah,
absolutely. So much as I am single for this Valentine's Day, I also have a new husband for this Valentine's Day, and I am expressing my love for this husband.
Where's this going?
All over the TV at the moment.
Because
I'm in a new commercial where I'm hugging a man who
never met before.
Actually, I had met him. There's an actor that I'd met about 15 years earlier. Interestingly, we did something else together about 15 years earlier, and he's straight with a wife and 2 children. It's quite funny. When it was cast, we were cast as 2 husbands, but actually in the commercial, if you've seen it, let's not bother advertising it, but if you've seen it, then it's kind of, I hug this guy and go, I couldn't have done it without you. And it's supposed to be 2 husbands. And you look at the commercial and it's like, they could just be business buddies.
They could be.
It's not like they're snogging on screen.
It's very safe to portray 2 gay men as potential
work
colleagues.
Absolutely right. And 2 middle-aged men.
House sharing.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, special friends.
Even though in the cast, it was definitely husband number 1 and husband number 2. So anyway, but that's the thing. So I do have a new husband for Valentine's Day. Hey, Jez, if you're watching. Jez is the name of the actor. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to raise...
We might talk about it on the Facebook page where you'll find this out.
Yeah, exactly right. And if you're on my social media, I've already posted it there. I've been listening to a number of debates over the last few weeks.
Masturbates?
No, just little debates.
Okay.
And people have been claiming that they are married to, or they have found the one. The one. The one true love of their life. The one. And I genuinely believe that is a load of... It's a crock of old shit. That. Because I think there are dozens of the one or a one. Because what if you're the one is in China and you never meet him?
Wow.
What if he's there?
I might be on my own then. I've never been to China.
But my point is, there has to be. Otherwise, nobody would be in a relationship at all. There has to be.
The chances of meeting them, if there was only the one, the chances of meeting them would be like
100 billion to
100 billion to one. You've got more chance of winning the lottery.
It's absolute nonsense, this theory about the one.
So your theory is you settle down with whoever is closest to...
compatible
to you, the one that pisses you off the least.
I hadn't quite looked at it like that, but yeah, I guess absolutely the one that pisses you off the least, until they start pissing you off more and more.
Because I'm pretty sure anyone that's walked down the aisle and got married will say this is the one, and then statistically 4 out of 5 end in divorce anyway. So
I genuinely believe that the marriage contract should be 7 years, and you get a complete get out clause where you walk away at 7 years, or you renew every 7 years.
So there's a burn clause at 7 years.
Yeah.
So
there is a no fault clause, bang, just like that.
Every 7?
Every 7 years.
So 7, 14, 21, 28. Okay.
I think that might persuade
it's a bit like renting a garage. I'll take it on a 5-year lease, but I've got an exit plan after a year.
But the bottom line is, you get to 6 years.
That's not saying that's the one. That's saying I'm edging my bet.
But you get to 6 years and you go, oh well, I'm really pissed off with you now, but it's okay.
The one.
Rather than, but they're the one. But rather than cause all of that heartache and turmoil and
of what?
Leave them,
but you're still
and divorce them after 6 years, you've got a perfectly good get out clause, no blame at 7 years.
So they
just to walk away.
So it's the walk away ability rather than because you can walk away after a year, but it's the get out of jail card at 7 years, and if you divorce in 7 years, the judge will rubber stamp it without.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's a great idea. I don't think many people are going to agree with me.
Okay,
but I do genuinely think there isn't just the one, because if there was just the one, I've already.
This is in addition to all the other things like desertion, like physical harm, and which way you can walk away, and all that. Yeah, okay.
Of course. Yes, I'm not saying it gives carte blanche to treat people badly.
Yeah,
that would be.
I've got 6 more years of this. I can.
No,
put you through hell.
That is not what I'm saying.
Okay. Have you found the one? Have you found?
Do you think the one exists?
Have you found the 3? You might be in a throuple
or a polyamorous relationship.
Polyamorous.
I mean, literally, most people find keeping one person happy difficult enough. Keeping 3 people happy or 4 people happy, that would be difficult.
And some people will be going, that one person's keeping me very miserable, let alone keeping 4 people miserable.
Exactly.
And all
relationships,
on the day before, the 2 days before the day of love.
But certainly worth thinking about. Can you tell that we're bitter and single?
I'm not bitter. I'm far from bitter. Hugo's trying to get in through the patio door. I'm not bitter.
You're not? No, just a little bit?
No, I'm not bitter. I'm actually really, really comfortable being single and suiting me. Do what I want to do when I want to do it. And seeing, I'd rather have the chances of finding the one is so remote that I'd rather have 20 people around me that are good, close friends.
God, I wonder what you were going to say.
No.
20 people on call. You're doing this Friday. You're doing Saturday.
I'm not talking about booty calls. I'm just talking about we're in an era now. If you want a booty call, you can have a booty call. You can have it.
Do you know what? I've got a few people in my phone that occasionally contact me, and I'm genuinely like, I can't be bothered. Sorry.
Yeah, but if we're talking about love, then most people are in love with one person, aren't they?
The walls are going to take a long time to come down before I ever claim I might fall in love again.
For many people, you might be happily divorced and happily single, and doing what you want to do. Once you've been bitten, then sometimes you don't want to go
twice shy for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So, if you are with the one,
Good for you.
Yeah,
don't be smug about it, for God's sake.
Have a lovely Friday and hope you get loads of red roses and stay away from the chocolate.
And that they don't snore and fart all night.
That's just women though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. Don't know, I haven't slept with many.
It's one of the benefits of being one of them gays, isn't it?
One of them gays?
One of them gays is that you don't have to deal with farting women.
And on that note...
we will see you next week on the 19th.
19th.
And then it'll be the 26th.
Oh, I've got a really embarrassing story.
February will be gone.
I've got a really embarrassing story to tell you next week. I'll keep it for next week. It's
really
embarrassing.
Okay.
Embarrassing story.
Okay. Can't wait. Okay. Bye.